Hi, my name is Nia. I am from Brooklyn, New York. I am a first generation American. My father is from Trinidad and Tobago. My mother is from Belize. Um, when it comes to my race, my experience in either Belize or Trinidad or any place in the Caribbean compared to America is definitely different. I don't feel that sense of a target being on my back in the Caribbean. I feel like it's a very easygoing setting, and although there is, people that are going to be ignorant and things that are going to be said that may feel unsettling or may just feel like that's a little off, it's never a sense of danger the way I feel in America. Um, I will say that in Trinidad, for example, there are people that may feel they are better than other people. It does tie into race and class in a sense, and ethnicity. There are those who we call Indo-Trinidadians in Trinidad, and there's those we call Afro-Trinidadians in Trinidad. My family is Afro-Trinidadian, and I've been told by them and even myself going there, I've witnessed Indo-Trinidadians kind of treating Afro-Trinidadians as if they're um, if they're inferior to them, as if they're not as good as them, whether it's their complexion, whether it's their hair. You do feel, a little bit of that, but not to the extent that we feel here in America. Here in America, I have to say that my experience as a Black woman is both terrifying and exhausting, but at the same time, I have to say it's fortifying. Being Black anywhere is not for the weak. It sounds crazy, but in some sick and twisted way, being Black specifically in America shows me and reminds me how strong I am and how strong the people that came before me are, and how strong my peers and people just of color are, specifically Black, because there is a difference. There is a difference between people of color and Black people. When you are Black, people just treat you as if sometimes you're a threat. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're not enough, and it's taxing. It's taxing on the mind, on the soul, and certain things do remind me how soulful Black folks are. And when I say soulful, I don't mean soul food. I don't mean soul R&B. I don't mean the culture. I mean just being solid within one's soul inside of them, and being still proud of who you are when there's millions of people that are trying to get you to not be proud of who you are, and trying to make who you are a bad thing. So I have to say, being Black in America is definitely an emotional roller coaster. You have peaks of feeling proud and feeling just amazing because of who you are, and then you are reminded that who you are may also be a death wish. When I go outside, I try not to think of these things, but little things remind me of it. When I'm driving and I see red and blue lights that are not even close to my car, it gives me, this feeling in my stomach of this is a dangerous situation. This can potentially be a dangerous situation. And that's just something, that people every day probably don't realize, but it's scary. It's scary being Black in America, but it's confusing because with that fear, there's also that pride. So yeah, that's the best way I could put that.